It has this unspeakable beauty that is so therapeutic for anyone who walks this environment. It's a point of renewal.
The 804 is a historic listed trail, and it's been used for thousands of years, and then even more recently with non-Indian population.
I like to use all of my 5 senses as we walk along the trail. Take a deep breath, smell the ocean air, listen to the waves.
So we're here at Smelt Sands Beach, and Smelt Sands Beach is just north of Yachats on the Central Oregon coast. So the role that surf smelt play in the marine ecosystem is that they are a trophic link. Well, this sand is just the right sort of gravel size for the eggs. And what's really neat about the eggs for surf smelt is that when they come in to spawn, there's usually like 2 or 3 males with every female. And as soon as the eggs are fertilized, they actually form outside coating that turns inside out. And then it anchors it into the sand. And so they stay in the sand and they develop, and then they hatch out. What they do is they eat the things that are really small, like copepods and isopods and larvae of even small fish, and they transfer all that energy into larger predators. They're a really important link in that food chain.
The 804 Trail is a great place to see the marbled murrelet, which is a species that's listed as threatened. It's a seabird that has a split habitat strategy, which means that it occurs in 2 major ecosystems during the breeding season. It forages in the ocean and it flies inland to nest in the forest. This is essentially the largest reserve for the murrelet along the west coast, and that is why it's important to have this land and sea protected.
My favorite part of the trail changes with the days, the months, and the seasons. I'll see the old beaver dam, or the Oregon iris pops up in the spring. Or I go down to see the shell midden and see what our ancient ancestors created. As we walk along the trail, you can see how the trees are shaped facing towards the southeast. The wind brings the salt to the windward side of the branches, and the salt kills that part of the branch, but the other side of the tree thrives just great. So that's why they're shaped from the northwest winds during the summertime, bringing the salt on and depositing it on the branches. It's a great oceanfront trail that many people, many different modalities can access.
This whole trail system had been used for many thousands of years by Indigenous people as a road, as a location for shellfish hunting and fishing. This was the impetus for greater connectivity.
The history of the 804 Trail goes pretty deep. We're right at the junction here between open sandy beach habitat and rocky shore. In the Alsea people's origin myth, our ancestral peoples of the Confederated Tribes of Siletz, Alsea and Yaquina, Yahik people, Siuslaw and Lower Umpqua people, those 5 groups of people are all one people, speak the same language. And so there was a lot of visitation, trade on the beach. You know, we're still here hoping that we can regain a significant portion of our homelands and still take care of those resources as we did in the past. Those are gifts from our Creator in our traditional views.
Through negotiations and mediation, the 804 South became a hiking trail as well, and that leads to the Yachats River. And then it continues on to Yachats Ocean Road, to the Amanda Trail, and into a network of 27 miles of beautiful oceanfront and forested trails at the Cape Perpetua scenic area. This whole trail system is a part of the overall Oregon Coast Trail, running from Astoria to the California border. You're mentally stressed or physically disabled, it's a point of renewal.
We also have opportunities for our visitors to engage, to work on the trail, invasive species control, sea star monitoring. There's cleanup on the beach. And of course, BioBlitz Community Science Project. You just download the app, which is free, join, be an observer in the Cape Perpetua BioBlitz series. And that's a database that's housed under iNaturalist, which is an international program. Literally millions of observations by community members. All of them are just a really solid opportunity to raise awareness and appreciation.
I think it's important to remember the history of how people fought to keep the 804 trail in place. And as recreational users, I hope people are respectful of all the things they see and find along the way. Leave it as you found it or better. We all need to take care of this beachfront that we all enjoy.
My face to the sea.